Hi, welcome back to the Idea Garage. Today going to start a new project. This is kind of to fix an issue that I've had. My son loves to do miniature painting, assembling things, and what it has done is has turned my shop workbench into his personal uh, painting station here, so I can't really get anything in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a painting station that I can put on the wall over here. A couple things I have to contend with is I have to be able to get the door here down. So basically it's got to fit within this space here. And the way I think I'm going to do this is there's going to be a box on the wall, and it's going to have a fold down desktop and a flip up top to kind of enclose it. So when nothing is being done, you can fold it up, put things away, doesn't get covered in sawdust when I'm working in here, and it's going to allow me to pull down this and access the attic if I need to. Not using this wall for anything. I might regret that later. But I'm going to get it put up over here and go through the process and see how everything's done. Okay, now with the plan in mind, it's time to start breaking down some plywood. Nothing fancy here, just cutting the cabinets apart to size so we can get the build underway. And a few pocket holes later, these panels will be ready to go together. For shop projects like this, pocket screws are hard to beat. They're fast, they're strong, they're pretty forgiving. Okay, now that everything's cut and drilled, we're going to put the cabinet together. Start assembling this. While putting it together, I'm also going to install a brace in the back and a French cleat that will eventually hang it onto the wall. If you watch closely as I'm putting some of this together, you might notice a little mistake that I made. I didn't notice it at this point, but I eventually do. So if you can pick it out, go ahead and comment below. Next, I mount the wall portion of the French cleat. I use my laser level to find out where I want to hang it based on the height I want finished, and go find the studs so I can attach it really well to those. I ended up attaching 6 3-inch long screws into the studs here to hold this cabinet up. Yep, and here it is. I installed the cabinet wheel backwards, so sometimes just gotta go with it, figure out how to make it right. So after flipping the cleat around the correct way, cabinet finally goes up on the wall where it belongs. It's one of the easiest things to do with these. Just put it back up on the cabinet, and if I need to move it, it's just as simple as lifting it off and installing it in another spot. So for both the lid and the fold down work surface, I use full length piano hinges. I have to trim them slightly to fit in here, but they pretty much fit for the entire width of it. I use a centering drill bit and screw every screw down. Okay, so got this top part installed with the hinge. As you saw, I went ahead and installed this over here. This is the pneumatic spring assist to basically hold this thing up when we're working. One thing of note, I did actually purchase a different one. When I installed it, it was entirely too large, too powerful, and really would not have been usable for this situation. So I reordered these. These are smaller pneumatic cylinders, so able to get that in. So now when this is up on the wall, this can open up. This will allow this other panel that I'm getting ready to install fold down and create the painting surface. So I'm going to go ahead and get that installed and continue on. Okay, now with the top all sorted out, we're going to get the work surface set up. We're going to put it the same way we did with the top of the piano hinge. And this whole area will be pretty much the heart of the entire station. So once I get that done, get it back up on the wall so I can finish the setup. So what I'm doing here is setting up to install a light inside the cabinet. This is a leftover from a garden project that I'm working on. That build will eventually be showing up on our gardening channel. It's called Rooted in Suburbia. We haven't got anything posted to it yet, but when that comes up, you'll be able to check those out. Here you see me installing the magnifying lamp mount. It's uses 3mm screws, and I just basically attach it to line up the screw holes, and I have to put a little countersink to allow it to go all the way through. Once that's done, get a little power strip, get power to both the cabinet light and the magnifier light. Let's see here. Now I'm setting up here to glue a laminate surface down. This is black Formica. Use the contact adhesive, goes down pretty easily. Get it all pressed down with a roller and then trimmed up with a router. I have to get in the corners with a razor knife, but otherwise it goes pretty smoothly. And here you see me setting up to put some wire supports. These are going to provide a little bit more support for somebody who's working on the painting surface to prevent it from putting too much pressure on the piano hinge. The piano hinge does a pretty good job of holding up the surface by itself, but this should just give us a little bit more peace of mind. Okay, with everything finished, it's time to load everything up with paints, brushes, and all the little tools that end up taking over your painting area. And with the lights on and everything in its place, it's finally ready for its first project. If you enjoyed this build, make sure to hit the like, consider subscribing, and stick around for more shop projects coming up on the channel.